Hi, welcome back to Layden's Hollow. Today I thought I'd take you guys along. I'm going to plant some lettuce in my garden that I just took all the garlic out of. So first, I've been talking about my nitrogen tea for quite a bit, so today I thought I'd take you guys along and show you exactly where it is, well actually what it actually is. So yeah, I'm just about there. I'm going to show you guys now, because I need this when I plant lettuce. This is the same way I plant lettuce seedlings every single time I do it. So yeah, this is my compost. Now it looks green on the top, but that's just algae growing because it hasn't been moved much in the last little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much the nitrogen tea. Really, the only thing I put in my nitrogen tea is I'll throw in chicken manure maybe once a month, maybe sometimes more. It all depends on how much water I have to add to it and how much I'm using. But it's pretty simple. That 45-gallon drum of nitrogen tea has been down there for about 12 years now, in the same spot, and I use it for everything I grow. Well, everything that needs a lot of nitrogen. Now, this is the easiest way I find to plant lettuce for me, because I do this about 4 times a year, my lettuce. I just dig a little trench all the way along. Then I take my nitrogen tea, just kind of soak the ground around. I usually let that settle for a little bit. Now this is my plants. Now I've let them dry out for a couple of days, so the soil in here is pretty dry right at the moment. I'm just squeezing them around a little bit to kind of break up the soil a little, so that once I dump them out, I can get them apart a lot easier without damaging the root system. Hey, you want to come in and have to plant these? Here, I'll show you how to do the first one, and then you can do a couple. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of lay them there like that. All right? And when you take them out of the pot, so I'm doing it, just very gently kind of pull them apart. You try those two. Don't worry about it. We got lots of lettuce plants. This is just one container. I still have 15 more containers to go. There you go, that's it. You just put it in there the same way I did with that one. Yeah, that just is perfect. Another pot. I'm sure we need all of these, but so now all we do is kind of stand these guys up, dig in the compost tea a little bit, or the nitrogen tea, just so that the roots are actually sitting down in the moist soil. Then we just kind of backfill it a little. And this is pretty much how I've been planting my lettuce for, oh God, 15 years, 20 years. Now I had about 10 pots of Grand Rapid lettuce. About 10 full pots full of that stuff that I was planning on planting today at the other end of this bed. But my horses broke their gate to their pasture last night, and my Afflinger got out and ate it all. That horse is a pain in the butt. Oh well. You have animals, you got to deal with that. Now, we got to do one more roll in here. Now, the main reason I put the nitrogen tea in the ground first is so that it gets absorbed down deeper. And what that does is it causes the root system to actually want to go deeper in the ground. And once the root system is deeper in the ground, you don't have to water your plants so much. Okay, you take those apart again, like I showed you before, and I got to go grab some more. Shake them a little. What happens is the soil becomes looser, and then the roots will let go. But if you just rip them apart, what happens is you end up breaking the root system. On lettuce, it would probably be okay, but on other plants, it would definitely would not be okay. These guys are pretty dry, so you should be able to get them apart without too much difficulty. Do this one, and then we're going to do the exact same thing. Just dig a little hole, and just put them so that the roots are under the ground, not the plant itself, because you kind of got to keep the same depth of where your lettuce was planted before. Because if you put the lettuce too deep, what can happen is you can cause the stalk of the lettuce to actually rot. So you have to keep it, like you can see the depth of where this lettuce is, it's right there. At that depth, well, that's the depth you got to keep, because if you put the soil up higher, what can happen is this could actually cause this to rot, and then your plant would obviously die. Okay. Now, zoom in here on the ones that I did earlier today before I started the video.
Yeah.
Now they're all kind of wilted over, which is pretty common when you're transplanting plants into a garden, especially when it's warm outside. Like today. Today is actually one of the coldest days we've had in 2 weeks, but you can see where some of those plants are wilted down. When I come out tomorrow morning, I bet you they'll be all standing up again. So that's pretty common, so don't worry if your transplants do that. And if you look right down at the very end, I'll show you. Right down there, you can see a bunch of lettuce. It looks like it's all tore apart. Well, that's like 3 little pots that's left over from Sawyer's escapades last night of eating all my lettuce. That's all that's left. Out of, I think it was 12 or 15 pots that he destroyed last night. Now, in a couple of days, or probably in about 7 days from now, I'll do another planting of lettuce. That way, it's kind of in concession, and that way I have lettuce all summer long. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe consider subscribing. Smash that like button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and thanks for watching.